Hello, 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 my friends. Happy freaking Friday to you. We're here. We're here at the end of the week. We are here at the end of the week. We've done it. We've done it. Lady Iron, once again, the Alacritous Adventurer. You just see this here. Iron has officially surpassed Coleman. It is official. It is official. Congratulations on being number one, Lady Iron. Congratulations. Coleman says, of course someone walks into my office right when Lutz goes live. They planned it that way. Iron sent them. They're an agent. So, I'm tired and sick and I don't want to work. You're sick? You are officially sick? I thought you were saying you weren't sure yet. Hello, Rollin. Hello, Kirk. Hello, beautiful Kirk. How you doing? I'll be lurking and working. Have a stream as awesome as you are. So like kind of mediocre-ish. Sorry, just self-deprecating joke there. Nonder and Nonsters welcome in as well. Hello, Ghost and Jezraya. Good morning. Happy free. Oh, it's a Freaky Friday, huh? Suck it, Coleman. For someone who thinks musicals aren't realistic, you break into song quite a bit. Are you saying I'm not realistic? Be realistic. Clumsy and Ursa and Nonder and Sorty? Wait. You mean for someone who states facts and he deleted Ghost message? Thankfully, I'm an admin of the channel. I can go back and read that. I was sick. I was in denial. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's not the only thing you're in denial about, I guess. See Ghost message. Don't just delete the message. Sing about it, Coleman. Sing it. Poro, hello. It was a power trip. Don't read that. Oh, too late. I already read it. Nonsters are back from their trip to IKEA. Would you like some delicious, definitely not horse meat meatballs? I actually did have the IKEA cafe pretty recently for the first time, and it's good. Like, it's actually pretty dang solid. I couldn't tell you if there was any horse meat in it or not, but I don't think so. You know. You got a class canceled today? Which class was it? Or wait, how is it? How's it only one class? Did it taste like second grade? No, it was better. It was better than second grade, I would say. Then again, I don't know. I like, listen, I'm not a picky guy when it comes to food. Of course, I do like to eat. I have favorite foods for sure, but I thought it was pretty good and it was free. So that was the cool thing about it. I had free because we had gotten the IKEA advent calendar and it came with a couple different coupons. One of them was a free meatball plate. I wore my nap sweatshirt napping into the dispensary yesterday. I think I did it justice. Lurking for a bit, right along for the calm. That was a glue joke. I didn't eat glue in second grade. That was first grade. I grew out of it faster than most. But also, no, I didn't realize it was a glue joke. I probably should have. It's philosophy class. It was up to the teacher whether or not we're having class yesterday and today because of weather stuff, even though some off-campus students still don't have power. Jeez. Do they have estimates on when that power is going to be restored? I imagine it's going to be a bit still. Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. I can close this tab. I'm not needing to watch my own stream over here. Yeah, so a lot of the schools around here, I think, have been operating on delays because the state of Indiana has a maximum number of days they're allowed to do, like, you know, just have teachers post lesson plans online and then the students complete them at their leisure. That number is 3 for the entire school year. So anything beyond that, if they do online classes, it has to be live video class that then the students join on live video on their end as well. And a lot of the schools don't like to do that because they just don't feel like they're well equipped. The teachers and the students are well equipped for that. Which makes sense because not everybody has the same access to like high-speed internet, you know, reliable internet at home. And some grade levels don't even have like the devices. They don't even get the devices and stuff. So anyway, all that to say that a lot of the schools have been operating on delays just to I guess at that time of day there are fewer vehicles on the road, and that's kind of the thought process. So when they do, some of them are still just staying home, but when they do decide to come in, there are at least fewer vehicles. But yeah, I don't know when everything's going to be fully cleaned up because it's still not going to get very warm. A week or under. I don't know. All the students are mad because the 2 other nearby universities canceled the whole week. Dear Diary, I'm coming down with the illness and melted into the couch last night. Thankful Mercer was able to bring me my Tom Yum soup because that broth is healing magic. That is... Tom Yum is good. Also, is it spelled that way? It is spelled that way. For some reason, I was thinking there was an H in Tom. But I was like, man, who's Tom? And congratulations, you know? Being so yummy. Hope you feel better soon. Wishing you more soup and tea. Yeah, hopefully you do feel better soon. That's I'm sorry you're not feeling well. It seems like some things are going around for sure. Another container of soup waiting for later. Maybe depend. Yeah, it could depend on the place. Holy crap, this screen is bright right now, isn't it? Jeez. Got to start soup prepping when I'm sick. What is your go-to soup? I've been doing meal prep. I've been doing pretty heavy meal prep lately. I've actually got a lot more to do. Trying to stock up the freezer full of meals because as this like time of year gets busier for me, then I don't have to worry so much if I like, you know, don't plan groceries and things like that. So I counted it. We actually got a good number of meals in the freezer right now, and I still have another like 5 recipes to make. So the plan is to try to make 1 per day. And it makes, you know, anywhere between 7 and 10 meals each recipe does. And then basically just eat a couple and put the rest in the freezer and go on to the next dealio here. Oh, cool. Yeah, we are losing stream. Fantastic. It seems like it's stabilized. Very short fart there. Oh, back. All right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about the stream fart there. Hopefully it's all right. But everyone seems to catch some sort of sickness this season. I'm hoping I can hold off sickness for a little bit. Well, then again, I don't really want it ever, but I'm supposed to be competing tomorrow, so I don't want to get sick like today, you know, or early tomorrow. Pookie and I have been playing Blueprints together, and he's actually been enjoying it. You can play it together. He's actually been enjoying it. Does that mean that you're not, Koro? Have a giant ham bone in the freezer for stock. It's buffering for me, but back now. What if he thinks he's offline and starts cussing up a storm? Stream had 2 beans and had a stream fart. Yeah. Pure rage. Oh, hey, guys, we're back. I used to have a bleep button, and I didn't really use it, so I took it away. I don't have it anymore. Yeah. Just freaking poopy. Just, I mean, every curse word under the sun, even other languages. Timothy and I are playing too. Can you play multiplayer, or is it just like you pass the controller or a, you know, keyboard, whatever? Blondie, hello. Lutz Magoots does not wish to be down with the sickness. It's true. I don't. Blondie, how are you doing? I told Spooky this too, but if you guys, I don't know if you guys realize how much that means to me. Couch co-op, but only one person plays. Gotcha, yeah. He doesn't normally like puzzle games. I love it, but I love puzzle games. It's so fun. I love using my sensor beep. Yeah, it is good. It's fun. The funny thing was I always would like forget where the button is and I'd have to go and find it. Wait, guys, hang on. Pause for dramatic effect before I say this fake cuss word. Blueprints. Blueprints, Ursa. Told Ashley we need to do this too. I wonder if Mrs. Magoots would like it because she does not like video games. So I don't know if it's there are only a few games I think that can break that you know, barrier for her. So but yeah, I was just about to say some. Oh yeah, so part of this meal prep, I was talking about meal prep and I don't think I even mentioned it at all, but we went to Costco this week. It was the first time I'd ever been to Costco. We had gotten a membership a little while back, and so the plan was to go in there and buy all the stuff that we, you know, or at least most all the stuff we needed for meal prep. Because it was a big list. I mean, I was basically making 7 recipes. I planned 7 recipes, and they make, I mean, each recipe again makes between 7 and 10 meals. So it was like, wow, this is going to be a lot of stuff. I bought so few things at Costco related to this meal, this giant meal prep. I bought like chicken, ground turkey, things like that. But the majority of the other things I needed, ingredients and stuff, I didn't need in that big a bulk, you know? And I don't know. I ended up passing so many things that were on the list that that they just either didn't have exactly the right thing, or it just was in way too much bulk and I didn't need that much. We bought plenty of snacks that we didn't. I mean, I will say we will eat them. So maybe we did need them, but we bought so many other things that were not on the list. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm sold on Costco. I think it was really cool, like some of the things they did have, but for the reason I went there, I don't think it's that good. Sorry if that's a hot take, but you've met the guy. Does he secretly have a vile vocab in person? Just use the censor beat for random innocuous words. I can do that too. Yeah. In fact, okay. In fact, I just saw in. I was like, I don't know what this, but that's all right. In fact, only talking about ice, but we love that about him. That's true. That's true. It's been really fun. That's good to hear though. I'm trying to work on my motion sickness. Hightail is helping me get past it to a degree. Blueprints made me a bit sick when I first played it. Oh, really? The motion sickness. Have you ever done VR gaming, Ursa? I've been told that is like kind of something that you can build up a tolerance for. I haven't spent too much time doing VR, but I did. Like, I don't feel like I get motion sickness too bad. The exception being roller coasters. I don't feel great on roller coasters, so I don't ride them. But most other things that people feel like they get motion sickness for, like I don't really get car sick, air sick. Playing games on PC normal, with like a normal monitor in front of me, I don't get sick from that. But VR gaming did do that, and I've been told that you can use VR gaming to like get over that, which is kind of interesting. I never really thought of training for it, you know. But Lutz is squeaky clean. I'll get dirt on him somehow. What kind of dirt are you looking for? I'm sure if you look for it hard enough, we could probably find something. I don't know if I'm like, I'm a human being after all. I'm not infallible. What? Koro just says, what? Was that in reference to Costco? Me saying I'd never been to Costco? If you're not a gamer or not a puzzle gamer, it's still worth giving a shot with a significant other friend since you can put your heads together on it. One person just pilots a controller, but none of the puzzles are performance intensive or anything, so you're not missing out on just sitting, watching, and contributing to theories. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe she would like that then. So maybe she can even chill you on the couch and help with puzzles if she wants. We don't have, I mean, this area is not great for like split screen gaming or anything. She could sit back on the Nook, but she doesn't tend to do that. It's also kind of far from the monitor to be able to see exactly what's going on. But maybe like Steam Link or something to well, then again, trying to figure out, maybe you bring a controller out there with me or something like that. But hello there, True Celt. How are you, my friend? Stop playing games with my heart stream. Wait, did it drop more frames? Oh shoot. Did you get a Costco hot dog? We did, actually. Yeah, Mrs. Magoots decided to get one. Want to go to Costco and try the Costco kimchi hack? What is the hack? Motion sickness has gotten so much worse the older I've gotten. The Ursas in Costco is Mercer repeatedly yelling at Ursa to stay on target. Mersa, how are you? I could see that though too. Like honestly, it is a distracting store. There are so many different things you could get. I get that. Used to be able to ride Rockin' Roller Coaster in Disney World. Now it makes me so sick. Roller coasters make you sick too, Jezraya? Get a little motion sick. Sometimes I let Spooky drive and just help with the puzzles. Minecraft makes me sick if I don't play often enough. I don't have a VR device. Okay. Hope this doesn't apply to me. I can get so sick. My motion sickness got worse when I started birth control many years ago. Really? Gosh, how do you do that? Wait, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Are you talking about, like, in this case, are you talking about when I asked about Costco? How do I reference part of chat when many things are happening at once? Kelt, how are you doing, though? Are you feeling all right? Things going well? Hope you're doing well. I had bad motion sickness as a kid. My mom fondly remembers pulling over to a Burger King and having me throw up in the entrance. They promptly closed the door. We drove off. Jeez Louise. So and I like how you say your mom fondly remembers that. So is your mom not a fan of Burger King? She's not a fan of the King. Can you Steam Link? We play on PS5. I don't know. I don't know. Stop and work for a moment to tell y'all you're awesome. I love you. Okay, back to working and lurking. Kirk, you're awesome and we love you. We love you. You don't want to get pregnant? Get the pregnancy nauseous anyways. Nauseousness anyways. Threw up on my brother one time because of motion sickness. On your brother? That is diabolical clumsy. Hot dog condiment section. You mix the onions with ketchup and hot sauce. Apparently it's a Costco kimchi. Wait, what? My doctor told me they did trial birth control for men, but they couldn't continue because it made some of them nauseous. We both rolled our eyes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. There's also this idea too that like, I don't know what it would be like. Maybe I'm forgetting the specifics of it, but the general idea is that like men could just get vasectomies when they are young-ish, and then have them reversed when like they're beginning family planning. You know, which I mean, I guess the downside to that is that like reversing snip, snap, you know, that whole thing. But it's not guaranteed to reverse, you know? So I guess that's the risk, but it's a fairly somewhat low risk. Especially when you consider the fact that like women on birth control have to have like all sorts of hormone, just hormones all over the place, you know, which seems more risky. I threw up on a clown at the circus. That's terrible. Man, I imagine the clown just walking out of there like, you think I freaking like this job and now I'm getting thrown up at it? You always know what exactly a message is referring to. Spooky and I talk about it all the time. I do my best. I do sometimes forget though. Thank Lutz, it's Friday. Spooky, hello. That actually reminded me of a conversation we had literally yesterday at practice. Some of the kids were looking at their phone before we started practice, and they saw that the two-hour delay was announced, and they're like, "Oh, thank God!" And then they turned towards me and they're like, "This is all you're doing." And I said, "That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. You can't do that." I said, "But if you want to go around and say thank Coach, you know, that would be fine. You just can't refer to me as God. That's blasphemy." So, you've been super busy, Kel. Has it been a good busy? I hope, a fulfilling busy. Your mom loves Burger King. Burger King is good because it has an Impossible Whopper and it's quite good. I've never tried that. And actually that's the first time I've ever heard anything about the I knew that it existed, but I didn't know people's opinions on it, like how much they liked it. I remember that. Freaking womp womp. Why would you do that? Snipping and unsnipping? Because I don't want to hear it, boys. At least you get sedated. Yeah. You would do that because it basically prevents, like in that case, it would prevent unwanted pregnancy, and it's less intrusive because, you know, like for the female in the relationship, if you're, you know, trying to prevent birth, right? It's a daily thing, and like they can't freaking miss it, you know what I mean? And not only that, but it's a hormone treatment, and which comes with a lot of side effects. So it's less invasive if a male were to go and get a vasectomy. You know, there's a short recovery period, and then later on when they're doing family planning, they just go back and have it reversed, and then, you know, so you're talking about like a couple weeks of recovery, maybe not even that long, over the course of the life, versus like the ladies having to take birth control for, you know, 16 years or longer. Could be well longer than that. Hormones all up in there, one could say. Male birth control could be so easy, it pisses me off. And that pisses me off. Listen, it was his fault. I already smelled like throat. Clown should have put me down as soon as he got a whiff. Crazy correlation skills. Is that right? Lutz got the beard to be God. Never seen God and Lutz in the same room. Oh, shoot. The allegations. He was holding you. Yeah, that's... How old were you? Like, were you like young? Do you remember this? And you can bust all you want. Busting makes me feel good, as they say. It was in the days when clowns came to the audience to pick up the kids and spin them around or something, so entirely his own fault. Female hormones are wild. Man, I wish I didn't have one. None of those female hormones. Ripping out your IUD with no pain meds. Oh, jeez. Yeah. I was like 5-ish. Okay. God, I will never recover. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, least of all my friends. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, the man flu and the man cold, you know, if you have anything that can sort of trigger that, then yeah, it's probably out. Probably out as a piece of medicine. Because we can't deal with it. All right, I'm launching the Outward 2 playtest. Today is the last day we'll be taking a look at it. I don't have a super firm stop time today, so I'm thinking probably sometime around 10:30. But it just kind of depends on work messages and work shenanigans and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes. But things have been a little on the slow side still. Octi, hello. We talking about man birth control? We are, yeah. Wait till you get to perimenopause years and the doctors tell you impossible, you're too young. We can't test you for it either. Wait. For perimenopause? They couldn't test you? Yes, Ursa. All right, here's this. There may be some correlation with ADHD and early perimenopause. Looking at flights to Indy. Are you talking about for Gen Con or something else? Just a casual flight to Indy. Vasectomy was super easy, but I wanted permanent. We were done with kids. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Kel, about how long do you feel like you were? It took you to feel fully recovered from it? Because I think I've heard basically like up to a week, which seems pretty short, but maybe that's accurate. My gyno said she couldn't test me if I was an early peri because the hormone levels are too unpredictable. So, huh. It's almost like isn't that kind of the point though? I mean, I don't know. That's, yeah. No, for Lutescon. All right. Makes sense. Friend just began school for medical stuff. She says she wants to focus on women's health, so I'm going to her if I have any issues. I bet if men had peri, they'd all have accurate testing. Excellent. Temic had snip, and he was fine in a couple days. Not just snip, not snip, snap. It was around 2 weeks. I got it in my 30s, and it was surgical. Gotcha. So, but yeah, 2 weeks. Even still, that's a pretty short period of time when you consider that, like, the alternative, in a penis-vagina relationship is daily for a very long time. So that's good to know. How many times did you two joke about snip snap? No clue what peri is, but scary. Perimenopause. I will leave it to somebody else that's much more qualified than me to explain what it is. But like what, and the difference too. But yeah, menopause, much more well known. Peri is starting to, I feel like people are starting to learn about it. It's something I had never even heard of the phrase myself until, like, legit, never even heard the phrase till probably within the last year or two. No joke. No joke. We need the professor for that. I'm discussing the health section of Non's Discord if you like the fun details of what I'm going through. Ugh, I'm sorry, Ursa. Yeah, it does not sound fun at all. But on top of that, just being, like, discounted, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're not in menopause, so what's the big deal? That's just not right. Society doesn't talk about it enough. Yeah. Trying to be vocal about it. All right. So at the end of stream yesterday, I said maybe I should look into getting some relatively small tips for the game. So I'm not like necessarily getting my hand held, but at the same time, I at least have some sort of direction. I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. But I'll tell you what, I am getting tired of my inventory being so incredibly full. So I'm just going to start like dropping stuff, or I just ate some nuts. I got snack crimp nut. But yeah, I'm tired of my bag being too full, so I gotta get rid of some stuff. Wait, a strip of Barbello flash fried to kill it. Flash fried to kill any parasites. Will that help with the indigestion? I'm gonna try it. Watch me eat it. The whole plate. Indigestion, go away, please. It did not. Actually have several of those though. Just the tips, just the tips, just the tips. All right, I'm going to drop one of these throwing axes, and then I'm going to move this up. No, that's too heavy to move there. Okay, I need something that's like, yeah, even still too much. The feathers weigh half a pound. Hang on a second. Maybe I can cook these pearl bird meats. There we go. Seared pearl bird. Did it make it heavier? No freaking way. I somehow added. Okay, tell me the science behind that one. Just another female issue ignored. Unfortunately, yes. Listen, I'm really happy about I hate my uterus. Really lady troubles, am I right, fellas? Says one of them uterus havers. Only for a minute. I think ladies should be able to give one male doctor a swirly per year. Just one. Just one. One per year. Yeah, look at this. 1 pound. These fillets here are half a pound, and then I cook them and they become 1 pound. I don't like that. That doesn't make sense to me. In case anybody is curious, whenever you cook something, it actually becomes less voluminous, not more. So cooking it isn't going to work because, yeah, why do they get heavier? No idea. Just literally put pearl bird meat on the fire and then got seared pearl bird and it weighs more. So it's not going to help my over encumbrance. Maybe I don't need these throwing axes at all. I assume if I use a throwing axe, it's not just, maybe it's a one-time thing, but it's probably not, right? Also, I haven't really liked this shield that much. So I think maybe I will go ahead and I can move it to my bag. I don't know that this is going to help either. I'm going to salvage it. It only gave me wood, so don't care about that. And then what if I think I got rid of the other shiv, didn't I? Yeah, so that actually didn't really help. But I do want to test out these throwing axes. We need the professor for that. He just went live. Astral potion. I'm going to have to just choose something that seems important, but I'm going to have to drop it. Because this is just going to keep happening. It's just going to keep happening. That is kind of obnoxious. And then let's go ahead and eat this, the seared pearl bird. Did he eat it? Hello? Why didn't he eat it? Oh, okay. He didn't eat it. Why is that happening? Antidote. It's not poison. It's just indigestion. I don't think I have anything for that. I also don't, admittedly, I don't understand how I guess all of these items are small, but they add up. Okay. Instant jolt of stamina. I don't think I should get rid of the potions. Maybe I can cook some berries. Let's just try cooking random things. That'll at least get me... Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope. Okay, this is kind of silly. What else seems like it could be cooked? Starfruit? Nope. Berries. Okay, I think I tried everything else. Greasy fern? Nope. Okay. Screw it. I'm just going to go on a dropping spree. I don't know what else to do. I'm carrying probably too much water. Mana stone. Live mana is trapped within this fragile crystal. Can I use this? I can't use that. Iron. I'm going to drop some of the iron. We'll drop like half of it. Okay. Coalesced mana. I don't know how to use that. The chitin is wearing 3 pounds. Empty vials. I don't know how to make any potions. I'm just going to drop those. going to drop these recipes that I don't know what to do with either. 2 poison bulbs. Grub arancini. I'd like to eat these foods, but it won't let me eat them. Fire rags. Bellow Gale map. I don't know if I... I'm going to drop that one over here on its own. Can't right-click those recipes. I already learned them. If I drop the Bellow Gale map, do I still have a map? I do. So I shouldn't care about it. Right? Because if I click this and I click use, it just brings the same map up. Okay. So I don't care about these maps. I don't care about that map. Bandages, bandages. All right. It seems a little bit better. Okay. That's at least better than it was. I have this throwing axe. Oh, but he actually... How do I throw it, though? Oh. Okay. How do you throw the axe? Iron throwing axe. Huh. As a hoarder, I'd have a hard time with this game. I'm going to have to build a bigger backpack or else get stronger or something. I'm just not very strong. I went with the agility. And so I didn't, I don't know. I didn't really think about inventory stuff when I first started building my character. But yeah, it is tough, admittedly. I'm kind of a hoarder as well, or at least like to pick up lots of different items. And additionally, this game has done 0 hand-holding, so I just don't know what items are actually useful versus ones that are not as useful. I assume everything has a use. I just don't know what those uses are yet, is the main thing. And I've asked Ghost to help me out, but Ghost won't make out with me, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, you know? Cap'n, hello, hello, hello. You're having a good Friday? Okay, I died over here last time, right? Or at least kind of close, but I didn't go this way. I wanted to see what was over here. Okay, back towards like the mushroomy area. So if we take a quick look at this map. There's like, it looks like this is a natural land bridge over here, but maybe this is the bridge. Let's see. Is that building directly behind me? Okay. I think I know where I'm at then. I think I'm right here. But see, that does look like it. That's a natural bridge. This is definitely a crafted bridge right here, but I guess I shouldn't really care that much. Okay. So if I keep going, I'm trying to get up to this area, whatever this is. Right? There's another city over there. I'm reasonably sure that this is Haboob. You know what? Let's make really sure. Let's go ahead and go back. I'm going to go down this way towards the other chimes and see if I can find that like lightning lady that I found earlier. Cap'n, spooky. How's everybody's day shaping up thus far? Hopefully well. Does anybody have any exciting weekend plans? Yeah, I died right over here. I remember this. I set a trap, and then I ran over the trap on my own. That was awesome. Okay, so if that is the case, then I am somewhere... Okay, I came back over this way, around here. I'm trying to get to like a main road. Yeah, there's a chime up there. I'm going to run directly past this enemy. I'm not going to stop and fight. We got plenty of stam for it. Then again, their aggro range is very close. Okay. Man, he is struggling with these. You know what? Let's go ahead and just fully use the stamina. Let's fully use it. You can. He's just like really hunched over. Holy cow. We're back to the chimes. He's out of stam. All right. Yeah, that has to be Haboob. Right? I'll keep it a buck. I don't want to be at the office, big dog. That is fair. That is fair. Will you be quitting? Will you be quitting soon? Spooky, come home. Okay. These guards aren't going to just attack me, are they? It is Haboob. Okay, so yes. Don't come any closer. You're in enough trouble as it is. Off with you before I lose my patience and you lose something else. Oh. Yikers. All right, so we're going to follow these chimes this direction. And I think we're going to find Lightning Lady. I'm feeling pretty confident in that. We're going to find Lightning Lady. Might hear about the new job today. I don't have PTO. Telling me you have poo-poo butt. I have poo-poo butt. Okay. I don't know if she's here anymore. But this is definitely the area where I found her the first time. Okay, so after all of that... Oh, look! A chest. More things. Prospector's backpack. A large backpack with a lantern perch that projects light forward. Also has straps for large weapon and a tent. Gosh dang it, if I had gone this way, half of my issues would have been solved. Okay. Can I... Is there a way to unequip the backpack? I think I can do that here. Unequip. Unequip. Okay. It does say swap there. So maybe if I pick this up, let's try picking this one up first. Okay. This is a bigger bag. 70. Yes. Yes. All right. We can open and take all these things right here. Look at that. Holy crap. Holy smokes, you guys. That is incredible. That is actually incredible. Is it going to make me slower too? I don't really care at this point. I don't know what anything is yet. Oh, I've got my lantern equipped. I don't need that. Vargas Live. Hello. I have some spare keys for the playtest. Anyone interested? Oh, well, that's very, very generous of you. I will not speak for anybody. I will let them speak for themselves. Black lung pooping man. That'll send you home. Poop your pants. They won't want you there. Tell them you had the black lung and start hacking all over. No, they'd be like, oh, you have the black lung. Oh, you'll be fine. That's all right. I'm immune to the black lung, actually. I don't even need to wear a mask around you because, you know. New Discord name, new Hot Mulligan song, Black Lung Crapping Man. Has spare pants, 5 head. Fingers and toes crossed for you. Yeah, you might hear about the new job today. With the new job, would that be how am I thinking? Not necessarily with the new job. When you hear today, will it be for another interview or will it be for the actual hiring? Also, if anybody is interested, please speak up in chat if you'd like a key to play this game over the weekend for the rest of the playtest. Vargas, I seriously appreciate you offering. Should be an offer or a piss off. Okay, that's good. And you are the piss king, so they couldn't dare tell you to piss off. They would never challenge you to a piss off, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, good thing you're the piss king. All right. Ooh, there's a little tree house over here. Nope. Stay on task. Stay on task. We are following these little lantern-y things. We are following them. Oh, shoot. At some point, I'm going to have to not follow them. As long as they don't lowball or lateral me, I'm in. So you're saying any amount of step up is going to be enough? I don't see... Is there a treehouse on this? Or, you know, that little thing over there? I don't see that on the map. Okay, but if I'm trying to get to this settlement over here, which I am, at some point, like if I continue following these chimes, I don't know where that's going to take me. We could try to find out. I'm swinging for the fences. I see what you mean. You're obviously trying to get the most out of it you can, but as long as it's not a terrible offer, you'll take it either way. Fit the bill to do so, it's just not a worker's market. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you know if this job will be fully remote? Fire poker. Tattered sandals. Are those better than mine? They are actually better than mine. The most ordinary of rags for the most ordinary of people. 8 magic defense. Yeah, these are better, and they're quiet. Oh, both of them are. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Mushy steak recipe. Okay. I didn't mean to keep the other boots, but maybe I can sell them then. 50% remote and a shorter commute. That'll be good then. That'll be good. Okay, so I'm crossing a bridge now. I could... That is likely, like, right here. There's a chime before the bridge. I don't know how, like, one-to-one this is. Yeah, it seems like I'm like right here. I could try to go that way. And then I'd kind of be on this like blue dotted path, which I don't know if it's a path, but it would get me to the city most likely. I think I can actually see the city. That looks like the city over there. I think I might risk it. Or maybe I should go around this way first. I don't know if my footing is going to make it over there. Was this a situation of got a new job, it sucks, immediately look for another job? A little bit with more complexity than I care to type publicly. At least familiar with some of the complexity, and I think that's fair. This. Just a regular wood tree. Yep, I see a door right over there. Okay, does this connect from here, or am I going to have to go back around the way that I came from? I'm also getting a little lower on stamina, presumably because I'm going to need to sleep soonish. I'm thirsty. I can resolve that. I can hotkey that too. Okay, why... Did he drink it? Why is he not drinking anything? Is it because of the indigestion? Today's my last day with current company, and then I get 3 months severance while I continue job hunting. Well, it's good that you get the severance, Blondie, for sure. And I know that this job had been stressful to you. I hope that it gives you the time and the comfort you need during the slower period of not having to go to work. I hope it gives you the space you need to find something much better. Wiggle Pods tree? Sure, I'll pick up Wiggle Pods. A little bit, but with more wait, a not woke company, not for spooky. Disheartening comments about recent events. Speaking of Black Lung, I should grab some tea. Agreed to all. Really like your larger backpack showed up cosmetically. I love when games do that. Yeah, it makes me look like the hoarder that I am. All right, so this is the place. I don't know where the main gate is, but we are here. I think I will try to I go around this way? Yeah. I'm going to go around this way. Okay, let me try drinking water again. He just won't do it. So I might die because I assume it's because of indigestion. It could also be because the game is broken. I don't know. I don't know what it is. In the first game when your stomach is sick, you have a low % chance that what you try to eat or drink is wasted. Yeah, and he's not actually drinking the water. Like, I still have 4 units of water. For what it's worth, at least. Try one more time here. Yeah, won't do it. You know, and I got indigestion from drinking river water. Hello, my friend. Talk to exiled woman. Oh, we're both exiled. The first person I've seen in a while. I don't have anything. You can just keep going. Are you okay? Not exactly. Thank you for asking. I could use some food, to be honest. It's been days since I had a full meal. Or even just water. I've not been able to get to the pond. Those damn pearl birds just keep chasing me. I don't have anything. You can just keep going. I have food and water that I actually could stand to get rid of. What are you doing here alone? I was exiled from the city a few months ago. I've been trying to scrape by ever since, but I've not been that lucky. What about you? Why are you out here? I was framed for murder and forced into exile. You too? You know what? People like us should stick together. I can't do anything about your injustice, but if you want, you can rest here. If you have anything to spare, food or drink, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, have some food. Did I give food just now? I made a heinous art creation last night. Spooky said I should make 50 more and sell them so I can quit my job. I also love it. I haven't seen it. Did you? You didn't show it to me. Whoa, a tattered tunic. That is also better than what I have. Wooden stick. Mushy steak recipe again. Poison rag. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Down there. Look at my new outfit. Yeah, check it out. Okay. Have some food. I tried to give more food, I guess. I don't know if I am giving food. Let's see. No idea. No clue whatsoever. I don't know if I'm supposed to put it in like a storage or something or what. Oh, a sword! Finally! All right. Sword is equipped. Bandages, I might as well take. Items down here. Okay. Fire varnish. Pesto pearl bird recipe. Weeping pearl pole arm. Another simple tent kit, which I don't need. More chitin. Okay. I'm going to take everything except for the tent. And then let's read these. Pesto pearl bird. Weeping pearl pole arm. Perfect. Okay. She said she didn't have anything, but here she is holding out on me. No idea if I'm giving her any food. You know what? Here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I've taken enough of her items. Let's just go ahead and put... There you go. There's some food. Put it in there. I have no idea if it works like that at all. I'm trying to get into this city, though. There is a market for heinous art. Remember us little people when you're famous artsy farty lady? Be adding details and tacking him down today. We'll share him in the as seen on Disky. Okay. Let me see too. Have you drank the water without boiling it? I did earlier, yeah. And I've been trying, but that's the only time I did it once, and I have not been able to get rid of it. Though, did I look at my... Maybe I should look at my character. Let's see. Status effects. Indigestion. This is going down. Is it 81 minutes? Oh my god. I still have to survive with indigestion for 81 minutes. 60% chance of being sick when eating, drinking, or using a potion, nullifying the consumable's effect. 60%? It's way higher than that. I'm trying to drink water. Look, 60% would be, I should be able to get it in 3 tries. Oh, there we go. Okay, it actually worked that time. But it's way higher. I tried drinking water and I probably failed probably 5 or 6 times in a row. I gave up on it. Whoa, shoot. Okay. All right. Yeah, get freaking wrecked, troglodytes. Do these guys carry chitin? They don't. They have shrooms, but they're heavy as heck. They're heavy as heck. That was easily the best combat I'd had so far. All the same things. Okay. Look at this above me. That's what got me distracted. I didn't even realize, like, the troglodyte was there because I was too busy looking up. Look at this area. This is kind of, it's kind of creepy looking too, though. You know? Made a nice chunk of money for my part-time / per diem job. It ain't consistent, has no benefits, but I'll take money. Am I able to ask what it is, Rollin? Okay, that looks like ooh, boy. Okay, I don't know if I'm ready for this. These guys look very well armored. I just don't know if they're going to be aggressive. Because they would definitely kick my butt. He's going to kick my butt. Ooh, they look scary. Oh my gosh, they are scary. Holy crap. Carrying like a machine gun. Sorry, it might be really dark for you. It is nighttime. I do need to rest. I may go back to that exiled woman's camp if it doesn't let me in the city here. All of these walls are like blocked. Move to Gurn. Okay. Is Gurn like kind of an outlaw city? Also, can you holster a weapon? All right. Okay, the Gurn people are huge. Ashgard. You make no trouble, small one? Yeah, no, you're right. I don't. What is going... Everybody here is huge. Oh, it's like the one guy. Can I just talk to you while you're rallying the troops here? Okay. Here's somebody normal sized. Reina Suyaku. Jeez Louise. Work at a domestic violence safe house / shelter, so I help man the place and answer the helpline if people call us for help support. That's really, really good, Rollin. Really good. Needs to be manned 24/7, so the per diems get called in if someone who is full / part-time is sick or can't come into work. Gotcha, okay. Amba, stranger, I wasn't expecting to see another human here. What brings you to Gurn? Gosh, these Ash people are terrifying. They're just so big and powerful. Have you seen a man, pale, skinny, with a goatee, goes by Sebastian? He didn't come around these parts. You're in luck, however. You just so happen to be talking to a mercenary. I can try to find him for you. I could use some help. Before we begin, I need to know, what is it about? Rescue mission, manhunt, something more personal? It's personal. My freedom hinges on finding him. So you and the target knew each other. Good. Good? Should I expect any resistance? Any surprises in store? He was always friendly before framing me for murder. A smile hides a blade as well as any cloak. I'll know to keep my guard up. Good. Here's the deal. I could try to find him, but what you are paying for is information, not a body. If you want to hire me, my fee is 75 silver. I don't even have 75 silver. For that price, I'll do it myself and quicker, too. For you, I'll do it for 50 silver. Never mind. Even still, I think I only have like 37, maybe. There must always be a Stark and Winterhold kind of job. Yeah. I promise to frown when I frame you for murder. I mean, what? Yeah, that would at least do me the courtesy. Appreciate that. Okay. What is the key binding for... Oh, I went to the menu. That may have been a bad idea. What is the key binding for holstering a weapon? Let's see. Sheath Z. Okay. There we go. I do not want to give anybody here the wrong idea. There, they would destroy me in an instant. Belly. Hello, small one. What brings you to Gurn? Saw the gathering out there. What was that about? Oh, that is High Monk Claude. He likes to preach the old ways. What do you mean the old ways? He likes to remind us of history, to never forget about our roots and such. It speaks to a lot of us, provides words of hope that my kin needs in times like these. I need a place to stay for a while. Haboob isn't safe for me. Let me ask about Sebastian. No human like that came here. Maybe you can ask other humans? There's one somewhere around here. Maybe she can help. Oh, I just said I'd like to see her wares. Okay, yeah, they got some better weapons for sure. But I don't have nearly enough. Okay, but I should try to sell some stuff. They have 6,000 silver. 6,000. Let me at least sell my old clothes that I've since replaced. I do have an old backpack, or did I just leave it there? I think I freaking left it on the ground, which is probably fine, I guess. I don't know. Those, let's see. Ha, boob. He is massive. What's the premise of this game? So it's a survival game, and it's a tough one at that. I didn't know that this game was such a hardcore game, but basically, it's a exploration RPG, kind of very old school vibes. And in this particular case, I had just moved to a new city, and the person I bought a house from to move into his old place was in a place called Haboob. And after my very first night staying there, the guy that sold me the house framed me for murder. And so I had to be exiled, and now I'm trying to prove my innocence. Okay. I don't want to sell these potions, but I don't know if I'm going to use the throwing axe. I actually might not even use the shiv anymore. Try to gain some gold back. I can't even eat any of these foods right now, but maybe I will be able to soon. These are 17. Are they 17 each? They are. Dang, okay. So I could make some money on these trap mechanisms. All right. What else? What else? The tent is 11, but I'm probably need that. Fire rags are 5 each. How much are bandages? I don't know if I need... They're only 1 each. I'm going to sell some of those just to drop some weight, though. Okay. Couple antidotes. The antidotes are fairly heavy. Pearlbird meat is relatively heavy as well. Gaberry wine remains highly flammable even when mixed with the other ingredients. I wonder if I could do some sort of like, is there like a Molotov or something? Right next door to Cackle Dick. Someone else can use the backpack. Talk about lousy housing market. House comes with a false murder accusation. Exactly. Crap. Absolute crap. Fire varnish. A potent varnish that infuses a weapon with significant fire energy. If I can learn crafting, I actually may... You know, that would be good. I have 3 gravel beetles. Let's sell 2 of them. Mana stones are ½ pound each. 7 linen cloths. 2 empty vials. I don't know. Maybe we'll just stay with that. I could then hire the mercenary. I don't know if I want to do that, but I could. The blessed potion recipe. Fire varnish recipe scroll. Oh! I don't know how difficult those are to make, but Snare recipe. Ah, that's another trap. Okay. Bunch of water skins. Mushy steak. Snowfish? Traveler trout. Gold bars. 1 bar is worth 100 silver. Sinew. Okay. Yeah, before I buy anything, though, before I buy anything, I want to see if I can find, like, crafting stations and see what I can do. Crafting and cooking, maybe. Because it could end up being one of those things where, like, there's not really much of a point to it. I could use the bed without paying? I should ask about staying here. Need a place to stay for a while. Haboob isn't safe for me. Rules of Gurn are simple. If a small one causes no trouble, then the small one can stay. It always helps when one proves useful. Many moons ago, one used to bring us some delicious meals. He made this mushy meatball soup that nourished my spirit and my belly all at once. How I miss it. Here, have the recipe. Try as I might, I can never get it right. All right. So yeah, I don't have to pay to stay here. Mushy meatball soup. Can I use, like... I can use the cooking area. Okay. Mushy meatball soup requires water, fragrant herbs, mushy meat, and gaberries. So just drop my gaberries. The pesto pearl bird is pearl bird, fragrant herbs, tomato, crimp nut, which I also got rid of, I guess. Did I eat it? I thought No, I did eat it. Yeah, it was one of the few things I was successful eating. Wish people understood that we need to wrap up their job before the end of the month/billing cycle. They just keep dragging their feet. Oh, I'm so busy. Well, so are we, but we still aim to get your jobs done on time. Go for some Italian wedding soup. That does sound good. Mule feed. Barley. Starfruit jam. I got rid of some starfruits. Just got tired of carrying all this random crap. Back to... Okay, mineral tea. Oh, I could make that. That's just a gravel beetle and a water skin. And what does the mineral tea do? Salty brew that restores burnt life and helps settle an upset stomach. Ah, that's what I need right there. Okay, that's what I need. I'm going to drink that right now. Get rid of this stupid indigestion. Because I had a bitter spicy tea. Okay. He's going to do this crap again. All right. I'll hotkey it so I can just spam it. It worked. It worked. All right. Indigestion is gone. Get the frick out of here. Good. All right. In that case, that was good. So then if I can just find a crafting station. I don't know if you need a crafting station or if you can always just craft from inventory. I can drink river water, but don't do that. That's how I got there in the first place. Okay. And if also, do I have a journal? Yeah, active. Find Sebastian's cipher. Survive outside the walls for 1 month or find Sebastian's cipher. Okay. Yeah, make your way to Gurn, the ash giant colony to the north across the sand dunes. Which is what I did. So this is trying to... These are different places to... Oh, yeah, there's bring a mushy meatball soul. Soul? Soup? I think it's supposed to be soup. To Belly and Gurn. I don't think he wants a meatball soul. All right, let's have a little sleep here. Please be a 0% chance of ambush. Seems like it. Okay. And again, repair. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to do it. Mushy soul. Love me some mushy soul. And let me also hotkey this. Go with the offhand. All right. There we go. All right. Starting to learn. Starting to learn. 0% chance of me get arrested. Exactly. I know. Ridiculous. Where are you guys headed? This seemed like a really big area, is it not? Maybe there was more... I mean, there are the battlements. I can't go through there. That drawbridge is up. You don't want to sell me anything. You don't want to sell me anything. Okay, yeah, it's only a very small area I'm allowed in. I don't know if maybe I can... I imagine that drawbridge could be lowered by doing something somehow. This door isn't accessible. Okay. All right. So I did come to Gurn, but not much else for me to do. Should I hire the mercenary? Looking for shelter. Worst places to pick in the region. The Giants have been gracious hosts so far. Not many speak Aurorian. There are some who've learned it with surprising ease. I've met Aurorian born. I don't know how to say that at all. That's just a lot of vowels. Speak with less grace. Okay. Who are you? My name is Reina. Reina Suyaku from Orochi. I'm a mercenary. I'm unaffiliated at the moment, but that may change in Tremontaine. Perhaps I'll join one of the famous outfits like the Chaperones of the Bloody Fortune. You know, there's a lot of money to be made if you got a good head on your shoulders. And if you can stand the cold, of course. What does a mercenary do exactly? See, that's interesting. When people think of mercenary, they think sellsword. Not much better than a bandit for hire. Some do live up to that, cutthroats and coin hounds. But truth is, there's a wide range of work out there. Rescues, escort runs, tracking lost folk, even rooting out trouble quietly. And of course, cracking skulls and killing beasts. The variety is what made me dream of it in the first place. Have you been a mercenary long? It was probably like their first day. Not really, no. I've been preparing mostly. Traveling, taking my time to learn. If I learned something in Orochi, it's that even the sun is shining bright and the sea is crystal, even if your ship should be ready for a storm nonetheless. By the time I make it to Tremontaine, I'll be ready to carve a name for myself. Keep an ear out, stranger. You might hear about me soon enough. Where are the companies located? Tremontaine mostly, remnants of the war. Now the city runs on silver and steel. You might have heard of some of the names, Bloody Fortune or maybe the mighty Wolf Gangs. They have long and storied legacies, years of war against the Scourge, great deeds on tapestries in their halls. I yearn to add my name to theirs. I'll try to hire them then. No offense, but how could you help me? Finding people is part of my purview, a specialty even. Before we begin, I need to know, what is it about? I'll tell, it's personal. For you, I'll do it for 50 silver. Here's your silver, you're hired. Excellent, meet me back here in 2 days. Okay. All right, I wonder if that adds anything to my quest. Give Reina 2 days, then meet her back in Gurn. Okay, it does, yeah. All right, and then real fast, if I look at the... What was the mushy meatball soup? I need tomato, mushy meat, and fragrant herbs. I wonder if Belly will sell me any of those. Weber egg? Glimmering pearl. Ooh, okay. Glimmering pearl is something. There's a crimp nut, which I could use as well. I did just basically give away all the gold I just earned. Or silver I just earned. Barley soup. Warm potion. Yeah, they don't have the ingredients that I would need. Okay. Time. How am I doing on time? Oh, not bad. One second. Have work messages. Of course. Okay, hang on one second. Okay. All right. Shoo. That was kind of scary. I was thinking something really bad was happening at work. Like an all hands on deck kind of issue. Okay, we're good though. We're good. All right. I guess I'm going to leave this part of Gurn because I don't know what else to do. I will say it probably would make the game significantly easier, but it would be very cool if I had some sort of traveling chest a la Baldur's Gate 3. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? What the hell? How did it even see me? I just loaded in. Porcelain hand and a silk glove. You brace for death as a hostile shadow charges you, aiming at your throat. Then a heavy clang rings out. An ash giant with a shield blocks the blow and menaces your foe. You do not deserve even the dark side of the moon. Leave. To your shock, it obeys. The giant chuckles softly as he puts you over his shoulder and takes you with him, muttering, "What will I do with you, little one? Where would be safest for you?" That was ridiculous. You jolt awake as your head makes contact with a stone wall just long enough to hear, "So sorry." When you next wake, you find yourself tucked away in an enormous home, nursing an equally massive headache. Maybe this is part of it? I'm dazed. I don't have my lantern. Okay, now I do. Am I just back in the inn? Yeah. Okay, so this did not progress anything for me. What in the world, though? I have seen... I mean, there's definitely been some aggressive AI, but that was wild. That was wild. And enough time passed, it is now night. It is now nighttime. I will go to sleep then. You're not supposed to sleep when you're concussed, but not right off the bat at least. All right. I can do that and repairs. Why not? I don't freaking know what any of them do. That was ridiculous. Okay, let's try this one more time. Real quick check. Yep, no drawbridge down. I wonder why the preacher didn't stand up here. You got more of a view from up there. All right. Please don't get instantly... Like, I got one shot from that thing. No chance whatsoever. It's going to do the same thing. I may be soft locked out of this game. Especially if it takes me back into the inn. Well, oh no. Let's find out here. Fleeing in the darkness, your foot snags on something that does not let go in time. You feel the crack rather than hear it. Moments where your face strikes the ground and sends you into painful oblivion. When you manage to pull yourself back to consciousness, you gingerly feel out the damage. To your relief, it's just a nasty sprain, not a break. Still, it takes almost a full day before you're able to bear the pain of walking again. Well, shoot, Raina's going to be back at the inn. Okay, So I'm not back at the inn. Which is worse. I'm at the... Yep, I've been here. This is where the pearl birds were. Pretty sure. Then again, there's... Well, okay, no, it's... Never mind. That's not right. Okay. I know where I'm at. Okay. Backpack is hopefully nearby. Where is my backpack? This area is very pretty, though. And I actually can't run either because I have a sprained ankle, so that sucks. But my backpack. Where is my backpack? Glimmer shell? Oh, that's where the glimmering pearls are. Okay. Cool. Are you hostile? You look kind of scary, but also very pretty. Oh, you're not. Okay. Cool. If I were a backpack, where would I have gone? Also, how long, I'm curious how long this, sprained ankle, are you kidding me? 357 minutes? Cannot sprint, roll is always slow. Oh, that is slow. $357 unless I can put like a splint on it, which I may have a splint in my bag if I could find it. But the last few times I've died, my bag has been very close by. Like very close, and I don't see it at all. So that is concerning. I don't have a lantern. I don't have any of my bandages. I don't have anything. Tattered tunics, iron shard. Oh, some silver. That was a corpse. Oh, look, one of those things. Maybe I try to just die again. I don't know if my backpack would come back. Oh, one of these things is dead up here. Okay. Weeping Pearl short bow recipe. That's new. Pristine white feather. And 3 arrows. Okay. Cool. Now if I can just find my backpack. Some other items for a change. I don't think my backpack's going to be down there, though. I don't think so. So I took some damage walking over there, so I don't know if I hit a trap or what. Hey, Niller. Hello, puppy. It was this tree I woke up next to. Did I somehow just miss my backpack? Been extremely close every time. But maybe I just need to go back towards where I died, which is this way. Maybe I'll find it. Keep an eye out for a glimmer. Otherwise, I just don't see it. Nellers, yeah, Neller came in here. She came in here to whine. She wants to go outside, so I'll probably have to do that real quick. Yeah, that's okay. So the city's over there. Maybe I dropped it along the way. Oh no, this just doesn't seem right. Is there... I can't imagine there'd be any sort of marker on the map. I might have just lost all my stuff. And maybe it doesn't matter. But that backpack was much better than my other one. Yeah, let me put Nelly outside real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. All right. Come on, Nelly. I don't think she'll stay out there for very long. Pretty cold. But who knows? You never know with her. She's definitely stayed out there for a lot longer than you would expect sometimes. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to where I died. Maybe my backpack is still there. Sweet Neller. Little puppy. I don't know. I don't feel good about it, my friends. I feel like I lost all my stuff. Which is kind of frustrating because there was literally no way for me to escape. It was a one-shot kill. One-shot kill. Could also just been a glitch, though. The backpack's gone. But like I said, in the FAQ and dev notes, it basically says, like, yeah, if your game gets broken, just delete the save and start over. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. At least let me at least try to get over here. Also, not to mention the fact that I'd only planned on playing this for at most like another 30 minutes. Doesn't really make sense for me to start a new game, you know? But let's see here. I'm curious too, will my meal still be here? The one I left the exiled woman? Or will she have eaten it by now? Let's see. It's still there. Interesting. So there is persistent storage. That's cool. That is cool. Please let my backpack be where I died. Please. Please and thank you. Oh, the troglodytes are still dead over here. That trident's a little bit glitchy. Oh, there's an extra trident. That is interesting. Only 2 tridents. 2 troglodytes, 2 tridents. I'm very close to where I died. Taking a quick little peek over here, though. Can't resist. There's repulsor vein. I can't do that because I don't have my tools. Okay. But that could be useful. Probably some decent materials in that. Okay. Keep that in mind. Mental note. What are these? Fragrant herbs. I do need those. You get 2 of them. Fragrant herbs. Is this more repulsor? Nope, that's just regular iron. Yeah, look, there's the thing that killed me. These guards are stomping around, but they aren't going after that super highly aggressive creature over there. That owl guy. If I could, but maybe I could aggro this. I do not see a backpack over there. There is something on the ground, but I think it's just a rock. Like, just a texture, I should say. Yeah, it's not glimmering. Yeah, I don't think my backpack exists anymore, my friends. I don't think it does. I died right over here. Right on that bridge. So if it's not here or nearby, I don't think it exists anymore. I looked all over where I respawned. Nothing. Nothing. That is disappointing. And a sprained ankle to boot. I can't even sprint. My favorite thing to do in games. And let's be honest, real life too. Won't even let me. Gurn? Yeah, okay. Gurn should definitely have another area. It looks cool. I just don't know what I got to do to unlock it. This area looks pretty whimsical too, so I'll head over here real fast. But I think I might have just had all the wind taken out of my sails. I don't think I want to restart a brand new game with only about 20-25 minutes to spare. I don't think I want to do it. What is over here, though? I can talk to this person. Dano? Talk to Borkhuman? I have things to do. Well, BG3 it is. I'm definitely not starting BG3 with only 20 minutes to go. That is a recipe for... That's like, you know, taking a nap. Oh, here's Bork. It's like taking a nap, like, you know, an hour before bed. That's not going to turn out well for me. Careful around the mushies. They scare easy. I'll be careful. Interesting beast you got. Interesting does not even scratch the surface. They are gentle beasts, good companions, and they give the sweetest milk. Though milking them is quite the workout, ho ho, keeps me sharp and strong. How do you milk them? You turn them over, hold them down, and squeeze. They're benign, but heavier than you think. You'd best leave that to me, human. Wouldn't want you to get crushed under one of my beasts. Is this your farm? I'm the caretaker here, yes? I can't even see this person. I serve all of Gurn in my kiln. It's a noble life. And besides, I love the mushies like they were my babies. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Oh, okay. So the mushies are they the worm creatures? Looked like there was a worm over here. Yeah. The horned worm creatures. Okay. They're mushies, so they make mushy steaks? Alright. Boo. You know I can't do that, Iron. That would not be good. By the time I even figure out what I'm doing, it'll be time for me to log off. What's over here? I will say this. This world is very rich. There's no lack of different things to find and discover wandering around. These guys, I think, want to fight. Yep. Yep, they do, which is maybe a good thing. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I did almost no damage. Okay, while I'm respawning, I'm going to go ahead and get Nelly. She's scratching to come back in. All right, down by the river. Yeah, cool. We'll always have mushy meatball souls. Maybe. I never got any of them. Okay, did my backpack appear with... Oh, there are two people coming up here. Is this my backpack? Okay, so my backpack was just glitched. Because this is it. There it is. Got all my stuff back. My ankle is still sprained. Who are you people? Oh, you're enemies. Fantastic. I can't run away. Oh, great. Okay. Two enemies. Not one, but two. Count them, two enemies. Why don't you come over here? I'm not... Oh! Three enemies. I died. Wow. Bob and weave. This game is brutal. Holy crap. They give you 2 enemies. They seemed friendly because they're walking towards me right after I respawned. Man. Absolutely brutal. Saved by the Menders. Oh, there's a human here. Also, I have my backpack and everything. Okay. And since I'm presumably near Gurn, I wonder if this is Marielle of Levant. Well met, traveler. If you're in need of medicine, I'm sure we can spare some. Good to see you up and about. Take care of yourself, eh? You're the one who healed me? Thank you. I brewed the potion. Mori over there is the one who actually rescued you. Carried you here over his shoulder like a sack of barley. Perks of that ash giant strength. If you'd like to repay the favor, maybe come help us out in Simeon's Bastion sometime. How is King Simeon? King Simeon is doing well. He is healthy and, you know, busy. Kings will be kings. Exactly. There's no way for us to really know what's going on. Not every nation has the luxury of a goddess guiding their path. Anyways, I don't mean to bore you with my troubles too much. Thanks for lending me your ear. Tell me about your organization. We traveled across the lands all the way to Tremontaine, La Rescape, and here. Rescape? Our creed is to help all those in need of medical assistance, regardless of their affiliation. I will only sprint toward you if I intend to engage in mortal combat. It is, yeah. Those creatures are so fast, those owl-looking things. And they've one-shotted me every time, too. Trying to find a way to offer our services in the gates of Catharsis, but it's a tough nut to crack. Most things in the gates are trying to kill you, I understand. That is most of it, yes, but the more dangerous a place is, the more our services are needed. Anyways, I don't mean to bore you with my troubles. All right. Farewell. Thank you, Marielle of Levant and Mori. But where the frick am I? True Levantine leader? Oh, I'm with the Levantines? I might be with the Levantines. They told me to watch out for them. Nelly, hey. You're a tough nut to crack. Look at this sword. Holy crap. Now, what's some fresh-faced vagrant like you doing ronding around in the dark? I've seen a pale man skinny with a goatee who goes by Sebastian. Funny you should ask. I was expecting him to pass through our camp on his way to La Rescape. He never showed his face here. I doubt he was foolish enough to leave for the gates of Catharsis. There aren't many safe places here in Bellowgale. If he ain't in one of them, then you're chasing a dead man. Did you know him? Weren't a friend or nothing. Broke bread with him a few months back. Dog is running all around. Said he might need to split in a hurry. Didn't want things to snag. He paid for passage in advance too, an old tribal favor. Never seen that before, but I ain't one to refuse something like that. Need a place to stay? No such thing as safe place out there. You can follow this road up to the Wailing Mesa. If you can pay the toll and have enough rations for the crossing, it'll take you to Le Rescape. You can also camp here for a little while if you can find your own food. Who are you people? What do you mean, you people? We are the true Levantines, people of the Abrasar Plains, before New Levant stole the land from under us. We're the only ones with the grit needed to live where no life can thrive, the Wailing Mesa itself. Every time you cross that blasted wasteland, know that it was the true Levantines who made it possible. Not the new Levantines in Simeon's Bastion, not their wretched goddess queen, us. Okay. Actually, that might have just checked off a journal item for me. Yeah. Find the surfacers camp up along the south road at the end of the large stone ramp at the border. The south road? Reyna should be back in Gurn. Yeah. If I'm close, I just have no clue where I'm at. Oh, I might be... I wonder if I'm here. Oh, no. I don't know. Or I could be there. No clue. Try to get a feel for it. And do I have a splint or something? I can craft a splint. Bandage splint is... What is this? I need another linen cloth? Bandage, linen cloth. Do I not have any of those? I could have sworn I did. Did I use them all? No, there's one right there. No crafting result. Okay. It must not be that. Let's see. It must be it's got to be a piece of wood. Is this? There we go. Let me try that. Crafting. Splint. There we go. All right. I don't know if this will work, but I've got to try it. I was like, I want to try to sprint. It did work. Yes, we're back to sprinting. Got to pay the troll toll to get in this boy's soul. Oh, that is some kind of weapon there. All right. We are definitely... You there, mind your step. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This looks... Yeah, this looks familiar. This looks very familiar. Okay. I think... Did I go this way before? There's another one of those stupid owl creatures right there. I think I... What was that? I think I did go this way. This is where I fought the pearl birds the first time. Okay. So then this is literally where I started the game today. Right straight ahead. Man, when you die, you can end up pretty much anywhere on the map. Holy crap. Yeah, look, the campfire's still there. This is where I started the day. There's going to be some camp over there. Yep. Unreal. All my items are still here, just laying on the ground. My goodness. So in that case, I am like... I think, yeah, I'm like right here. That's the... Let's see, but this blue dot makes it seem like I should be able to go that way, and I don't think I can. Go up this way. I don't know, maybe I should try, though. I don't have that much time anyway. I wonder if there's a fast travel at any point, or it's just faster travel, or if it's always on foot. I don't know. But this is definitely tough. Pearl bird's going to come after me, of course. That one, though, I can kill. I can actually kill those guys. Not too much trouble. Is there another way out of this camp, is what I'm wondering. The aggro on these is just silly. Seriously bleeding? Why am I not attacking? I don't have any stamina. I'm gonna die. Reminds me of Enshrouded a bit. Chocobo gonna be boboing. Man. Like, I guess I'm... If the game is trying to just be ridiculously hard for no reason, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. But yeah, the fact that I couldn't even outrun a gosh dang bird that I've killed several times, I just, admittedly, I'm losing my patience for it. I'm losing my patience. I didn't even like approach the bird. It approached me, and then I tried to run away. And I can't outrun a bird, even as fast as I am with all my points in agility and whatnot. I can't even outrun a gosh dang bird. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. Like I'm ready to be done playing today. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see some very, 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 very loose relationship to Enshrouded. It's not very similar to Enshrouded. Maybe the character movement and such, but beyond that, I don't see too many similarities. You do have a lot of crafting to do, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if people were vibing with this game or not. It seemed like probably didn't seem to be many people's cup of tea. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm gonna get to work. Yeah, that's fun too, right? But have a great weekend, low you all. Much love to you, Ursa. Everybody, indeed, have a good weekend. I will catch you again sometime next week. Thank you for stream. Have a great day. You as well, Kirk. Love you guys. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk soon. Love you, Iron. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.